right, we're here with Chris Santo, fresh off an airplane from Charlotte via Evansville. Talk about your experience at the Reese's D2 All-Star Game and kind of, what it was like to wrap up your career that way.
I mean, it was awesome to be able to, put on the St. Anselm uniform again and go out there and compete against unbelievable competition. And really, the whole trip was great. I got to meet some great people out there, watch great games in the Final Four, and also participate in something that not everyone can say that they are going to be able to do. So obviously, it was a great experience for me, and I'm really happy I did it.
What was it like to kind of, like you said, meet other players, from kind of other parts of the country, and even some of the players you told me about from other parts of the world, that,
yeah.
Kind of see their, maybe a different way, that they kind of approach the game of basketball.
Yeah, and basketball's a funny thing. Like, people live completely different styles of life. There were kids from Hawaii and Alaska that were there, kids that were originally from Egypt and I think Poland or something like that, but Lithuania. And we all think the same way about basketball, and basketball brought us there, and we're all very appreciative of that. And really, basketball brought us all together, and it wasn't like we skipped a beat. It was just like I was with my teammates. Obviously, wasn't as close as I was with my St. Anselm teammates over the course of 4 years, but over the course of a couple of days, it was I was able to make some friends out there, and it's all because of basketball. So really able to appreciate what the game brings you.
And then maybe talk a little bit about spending time maybe even off the court with guys like Tylon Smith and Garrett Kerr. Maybe a couple guys, especially Tylon, who's been pretty big rival here the last couple of years, and then Garrett obviously unfortunately ended your career, but. What was it like trying to get to know those two?
Yeah, you gotta sort of like take your the competitor out of you when you playing on in an all-star game like that, and really not look at him like he's our rival. And unfortunately for me, it's over. I've lost to them, I've beat them, and at this point in my career, it's over. So just try to move on and make the best of my experience out there with those guys and everybody else as well.
And lastly, obviously, last time I think you'll be representing St. Anselm in the game of basketball, but kind of look back on your 3 years here. Obviously, transferred in after a year from Vermont, and I would assume, in the end, probably a good choice for you. But kind of just look back on your 3 years and sum them up if you can.
Great. Well, probably the best decision I ever made in my life. Tell everybody that. I couldn't be more appreciative of Coach Dixon, everything he's done for me, and not only helped me develop as a basketball player, but I came in here as a 19-year-old kid and leaving here as a 22-year-old man. Well, I hope that people consider me mature enough to be a man now, but I owe a lot to him for that, and this program has that effect on people. It really matures people, and unfortunately, I wasn't able to win a regional championship or a tournament championship. I was able to win a couple of regular season championships, and hopefully that is enough of a mark that I was able to leave on this program, and can't wait to see what they do next year. I'll be following everything, and hopefully the program's back on track from the year that I wasn't here. Me and Mike weren't here, so.